again today, that first group and the time that you were out there. Just, you're going to miss one throw in the preseason, and I know you practices and all those things, but just how well do you feel like you kind of fit and get a grasp of exactly what they and you want to do?
I feel extremely comfortable where we're at offensively right now, and I think you guys saw the kind of groove that Dave got into play calling wise, and not just Dave, but everybody understanding the flow of our game, what we're trying to get accomplished. I think we could have run 20 play action keepers, but we wouldn't have gotten any run in the work game. So we did everything, all the little things right today, and on that second drive especially. So we just got to capitalize later in the game on finishing in the end zone instead of field goals. And but yeah, it was a good outing for us.
Baker, you've got Tristan Wirfs, 6'5", 345 pounds, blocking for Rashad White.
He might be heavier than that.
He might be. What's your impression? You hand off the ball and you see Rashad go for 9 yards and 78s, plowing the hole.
Mm-hmm.
What goes through your mind?
I mean, he's a stud. There's no way around it. He was an all-pro at right tackle. There's no doubt he'll be an all-pro at left tackle. Just handles his business. I mean, he's young, but he's a pro. So you can only ask to have guys like that in your team, and just how he's handled it and how he continues to handle it. It's just he's not entitled by any means. Same work ethic he's had, and so you see exactly why he's so good.
And Rashad, in terms of running the ball tonight?
Yeah, and Rashad, just his tempo. He's not exactly a flashy guy, real smooth. And so when it comes to our schemes, his running style is really gonna help us out. Following the center tracks and just being able to time it up and make the right cuts. So I mean, and people sleep on his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield too. He's extremely talented and athletic in that regard. And yeah, we're lucky to have such a great group on the offense.
Baker, there's a lot of really young players on the squad and the offense. After this preseason has concluded, how do you feel about that going forward?
I feel extremely comfortable. Obviously unfortunate that we lost Russell Gage when we went to New York to practice against the Jets, but I think you guys have seen that Raheem Jarrett and Trey Palmer have made a ton of plays for us, and we're really, really happy about that. And so just the more reps those young guys get, the more confident they get. And so we're just really happy about their grasp of the offense right now too. Normally rookies' heads are kind of spinning, but that's not the case with them.
We kind of saw how the run game and pass game married together with this offense. Can you just talk a little bit how you like seeing that and how it works for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest way to put it is you just put the defense on their heels. So you make the run game look just like your play action and vice versa. So it just keeps them off balance. We're not reinventing the wheel with our scheme. Just formationally and personnel-wise, we're able to get in and out of the huddle and do a lot of things and be pretty versatile. So it's a good tape to be able to build on and just see our identity heading into the first week to where it's real ball. And so guys understand that we have to have both the run game and the pass game to succeed.
You went 4 for 4 with Chris Godwin in there. I know you got a lot of work in practice, but what's that like to be able to hit up like that?
He's pretty damn easy to throw to. I'll say that. Guys can be draped all over him. He's going to make contested catches. He's just a true professional. And so love having those guys out there, and it'll be fun to have Mike out there as well week 1.
How would you compare this offense to other offenses you played in, Baker?
Similar to the LA system that I had the 5-game stretch at the end of the year. There's some similarities in what we were trying to do in Cleveland, whether the 12, 13 personnel play action game. Just like we mentioned, it's about the marriage of the run and pass, and so you have to have that, and that's where we're headed.
You feel like you've had enough work with the first unit in games to be ready for week 1?
Yeah, I mean, it's always the question in preseason. Are you going to play your guys or not? But we've had a ton of work in practice as well. We've had a lot of good work, so I think we're ready. I truly believe that, and yeah, we'll see week 1.
Baker, your thoughts on K-Dot, a really young tight end entering his second year? He's your starter right now. What have you seen from this camp and then also tonight?
Real quiet guy, but turns the switch on when he hits the field. So we're really happy about his playmaking ability, but he's taken a true passionate approach when it comes to the run game and being technically sound with that. And like I keep mentioning, it's about run game first, and those tight ends know that if they help themselves out, the play action stuff is going to be wide open for them.
You had plenty of reps with the first unit, offense, everyone like that in practice and joint practices, but this was your first time in a game having that first unit out there with you. How did you feel the cohesiveness was? How did you feel the tempo was getting in and out of the huddle, the breaks? How did you just feel having that team out there with you?
Operation-wise, I think was extremely clean. I'm really satisfied with that, and just execution-wise, the first group, and that's what we talked about all spring, OTAs, and now into training camp is just communication. Everybody being on the same page, and I think when you throw guys out there for the first live thing, I think you saw what happens, that we're all on the same page. Good things happen, so just got to continue that and understand that's the most important part.
Baker, you're a guy with a ton of experience coming into this league, and Kyle Trask, who has played part of one quarter in a regular season game, has been relegated to preseason action. What have you seen from him in terms of his growth from competing with him in the OTAs all the way through the preseason? How has he grown and developed as a quarterback and in this offense?
I mean, I'll speak from my perspective, but I think Kyle would agree. The growth he's had since OTAs is tremendous. I think he's truly grasped this offense and found how to really run it. And so I think you saw the fun part about when you understand the offense, the passion and the energy, all that comes out. So you saw Kyle get excited a couple of times tonight, and that's always good to see. That means that he's playing free. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's able to execute.
Baker, you want to make an impact on the field, but tomorrow is your foundation event. Talk a little bit about that and the importance of making a difference off the field as well.
Yeah, appreciate you asking about that. Yeah, we just launched our foundation not too long ago, so our first event is at Topgolf. So happily to announce that we have that sponsor and partnership to have our first event be the ball. We're working with the Early Learning Coalition of Hillsborough County. So I'm on a platform, and I've been blessed to be here, to be able to give back, especially to youth, underprivileged kids that we want to level the playing field. That's the motto for us. And so just being in the position to be able to do so is extremely, it's just a blessing. So we're looking forward to tomorrow, have teammates and coaches and staff that are going to come out and support. So that means the world to Emily and I, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.